incredible amount of misinformation, lack of information coming out about the suspect who killed Charlie Kirk.
Sam Seder is absolutely correct. There has been a lot of misinformation, disinformation about the whole Charlie Kirk situation, the assassination. I don't really like saying that word too much on YouTube. But anyway, there's been a lot of accusations and just confusion without evidence, unfortunately. And I don't like using words like misinformation, disinformation, but, you know, once in a while they are necessary. And so Sam Seder is right. And in this clip, we're going to watch Sam Seder basically rip Bill Maher, but really rip Ben Shapiro. And his baseless, accusations, but also, I mean, I guess for a moment, Bill Maher is part of the conversation. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at Sam Seder of the Majority Report ripping Bill Maher and Ben Shapiro for, the conversation they had on Bill Maher's show.
The dynamic that has gone on over the course of the weekend. This is Ben Shapiro on tour, I guess, in the wake of Charlie Kirk being assassinated.
He's also got a book out.
Oh, he's got a book out, too. Here he is on Bill Maher's show.
If there's a shooting at a synagogue, it is very likely to be either a white supremacist or a radical Muslim. If it is a shooting of a Republican politician, it is very likely to be a trans Antifa Marxist shooter.
That is just not true. We don't know what this kid is.
We do know this kid was of the left. We do know that.
We do know what?
That this kid was of the political left. That is according to contemporaneous reporting from The Guardian as well as Tablet Magazine today.
It's 2 days out. We don't know shit, man.
But
we don't know shit. They never do. The internet is undefeated in getting it wrong to begin with.
It's not about the internet. That's about the actual reporting by mainstream acceptance. The Guardian is not a right-wing.
Here's what we heard. Here's what I was told so far, and I'll tell you what was wrong. First, I heard he's a registered Republican. Not true. Okay. Then he was a donor to Trump. Not true. His father works in the sheriff's office. Not true. There was a picture of him wearing a pro-Trump shirt. Not true. Member of the Democratic Socialists of America. Not true. We don't know what he is.
Well,
how are you so sure he's of the left? Now, I agree when you write on a bullet, what did he write on the bullet?
Catch this fascist, which is also a gamer thing.
Okay, but now I'm hearing he may have been part of that group for whom Charlie Kirk was not right-wing enough.
You mean the Groypers, yes. I mean, so that would...
you're sure he's not that?
I'm not sure that he's not that.
A minute ago you were sure what he was.
Hold on. No, hold on. Okay, because I've been...
You were.
I mean, yeah. We don't know about this guy.
By the way, people listen to that clip and they think that Nick is defending that group, but that Ben Shapiro is defending that group. Ben Shapiro was not defending that group. Ben Shapiro was placing it on leftists and possibly that group. To this day, I don't know if the kid was a leftist. I don't feel comfortable with a lot of, what's been coming out. And it was immediately politicized to the point where I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable with everything that happened. But let's get back to the clip.
And even the information that we're getting, put aside the reporting, because the reporting has to be coming from somewhere. And there has been no one who has said, in any of the reporting that I've seen, where there's a quote from anybody who has said he is of the left. This is what we get from the guy. First of all, I can't even how incredibly, the idea of hypocrisy is, who cares? But this guy, what's his name? Spencer Cox. Who's out there talking we must come together, and then dog whistles, there's no rioting, there's no basically just presenting the right-wing talking points and how we need to come together and calm things down. And then he goes on this tour this weekend and giving half information. I mean, aside from the fact that God knows what he's going to do to any attempts to convict this guy.
What's up, guys? If you don't know, my name is Justin and I own this YouTube channel. I'm also a YouTube strategist and I own a lot of the channels in the political space. I've worked with a lot of the top channels in the political space. And so many people ask me, how do I grow these YouTube channels so quickly? How am I so good at getting results for my clients and for myself? I've actually worked with a lot of the top channels like Russell Brand, Benny Johnson, Lauren Chin, so many of the top YouTube channels in the political space. And I always get asked these questions. How can I also grow my political YouTube channel or just a YouTube channel in general? And I'm actually doing a free live class coming up on Tuesday, December 2nd, showing you exactly how to grow your YouTube channel and how to make enough money to leave your 9-to-5 job, because anybody can do it. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it Tuesday, December 2nd. So if you want the same sort of results as these YouTube channels, such as Justin is Lost, Justin Reloaded, Justin Reborn, The Progressive Way, Bring the Asteroid, Benny Johnson, Russell Brand, Chris on Culture, The Apostle, all these people, they're all either me or they've worked with me in the past. So if you want the same results as them, I'm going to show you how to do it for absolutely free on this live workshop on Tuesday, December 2nd. Make sure you sign up with the top link in the description or the link in the pinned comment. Sign up for that class. There's only 100 spots. So if you save a spot, make sure that you show up so you don't waste the spot. I'll see you guys Tuesday, December 2nd. Click the link in the pinned comment to sign up, and I'll see you there.
But all of this sort of like, it's half conjecture. Yeah, I mean, watch this with the notion that what Spencer Cox is out there going is like, we know 2 plus maybe 2 equals, I'm not going to say what it equals. People are going to have to decide for themselves. That's what he's doing here, and it's that second 2 in that equation that is like vague enough. And then, again, you got Kash Patel out there retweeting, reporting that supposedly is attributing things to the FBI, but he has the ability to put out a statement from the FBI. Good.
Understood. I just want to go back to my first question about what you told the Wall Street Journal about that this is a person indoctrinated with leftist ideology. And the reason why I think it would be great to be more specific is because your goal of trying to lower the temperature, you said that this is based on investigation and interviews with people who knew him. Did they just use the term leftist ideology, or did they give specifics?
Yeah, there are conversations that were discussed specifically about Charlie Kirk. Mm-hmm. Other conversations about the direction this was going.
Listen, he is not addressing the question here. He is not addressing the question. And the bottom line is, if you're going to put out statements that this guy is leftist ideology, you should be able to, which you shouldn't be doing at this point until you have really like it all sewn up. You should be able to answer her question with, yes, we have had specifics where people we have interviewed who are very close to him have said, quote, he had a leftist ideology. But instead, he's dancing around all this stuff. Like, the level of irresponsibility of this guy is off the charts. Go back a little bit and just let people listen to the way he responds to this question. It is insane.
Sure. You said that this is based on investigation and interviews with people who knew him. Did they just use the term leftist ideology, or did they give specifics?
Yeah, there are conversations that were discussed specifically about Charlie Kirk. Mm-hmm. Other conversations about the direction that this was going in. Look, my job is just to tell people I really don't have a dog in this fight. If this was MAGA and a radicalized MAGA person, I would be saying that as well. If the Friends were saying that, I would be sharing that as well. That's not what they're sharing, and so I do think it is important again to understand how someone gets radicalized like this. Mm-hmm. And in this case, it happened with, as much as people wish it wasn't or don't want it to be this, these are the facts that are being presented to us. If there are additional facts that would point otherwise, but family discussions, parents, this is what they're saying. And these things happen. Yeah. And so it's okay to have these discussions.
Listen, absolutely. And I'm just trying to get more facts. More details of the facts that you're putting out. One last question on that. No,
she's not trying to get more facts. She's trying to get a fact. conversations about discussions.
Yeah, he's right. And it kind of moved on because I really also too like this clip because I'm glad that he played that Sam Seder played that CNN clip. It goes back to just having propagandists on the show. I guess that's an investigator, so you really can't say that that's a propagandist, but it's like, I feel the same way too. It's just immediately, oh, he's a leftist. Why is he a leftist? Like, even if this ender was curious about his sexuality and things like that, why does that all of a sudden make him take this political label of leftist? Did that ender, the guy, did he declare himself as a leftist? Like, doesn't it matter? Because you can't look at somebody like me. I would never, in the name of God, like, say that I'm just going to go ahead and do something terrible like this. I just want to be clear. But people can paint me in any direction they would really want to, right? Because sometimes we hold different thought processes at different times or at the same time. This is why these labels are crazy and everything just becomes politicized immediately, and it's not cool. And then Bill Maher having Ben Shapiro on his show, which, I mean, of course he would have Ben Shapiro on his show, two ultra Zionists, to paint this kid as a leftist. Did anybody ask the kid if the kid is if he's a leftist? Did Ben Shapiro ask the kid? Did Bill Maher ask the kid? Did CNN? So, it's just all just a bunch of talking just to be right. That's what I feel like happens a lot. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.